Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Falcon here. Let's go ahead and talk about the Sly Messenger patch notes for 602. Ooh, that is it's quite a ways away. It's a Tuesday. It's worth noting, but it's really hot. I still don't have an AC, so let's just go ahead and blaze through this real quick. Like I was preparing myself with Alvin and the Chipmunks. So, moving on. We're going to skip him, because we always do. Let's talk about some god skins. Where can we start? Ooh, Isis has a new starter. That's cool. But that's not important. Let's go ahead and say Zhong. On the screen, you should see some footage of Zhong and his new GI Zhong skin. It's pretty darn awesome. It looks a little weird, but the attack animation, because it's a Gatling gun, but it's not a Gatling gun. Then we have Crikey-Dial Sobek, also pretty cool. All of these will be in like full length at the end of the show, so if you want to look at it there. We have the most controversial skin of all, Hercules. Apparently, more people were complaining about the fact that he was missing his junk than they were complaining about the fact that it's a man wearing nothing but, yeah. Beach Babe Aphrodite, taking a selfie, looking awesome. You should definitely stay tuned at the end and listen to all the voice packs, because, wow, she sounds pretty white trashy. And then we have Ratatat, and his acorns, pretty awesome. New Isis, blah 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 blah. Let's move on. Punch gets waves and claps. Rata gets waves and claps. It is also much hotter than I thought it would be. Mainly all of this UI stuff is them trying to pretty it up. From what we've seen, it's nothing major. It's just kind of nice to see some fixes and all that. 2 item changes, or not item changes, but fixes. Apparently you could Giannis portal, shielded teleport, not get cooldown. I don't know. And also Soul Reaver was not procking properly on Nuwa's fire shards. Alposh taking that god taking a little bit of a nerf. The duration of his ultimate is being reduced by 2 seconds, and his 3 is going to do slightly less damage. Very little. Well, a lot early, but top end, just a very little nerf. AMC, nothing important. On her, bug fixes. Anubis is getting some things being fixed. Arachne gets some stuff fixed. Oelix getting a decent buff. The duration of her ultimate is increased to 6 seconds, and she's now immune to knock up roots and slows while she has her ultimate up. So that's kind of a good thing. Maybe we'll see a little bit more play of her. Cupid, Heart Bomb no longer explodes on Titan. Freya getting a buff to her base scaling. She's one of the faster gods now at 375 movement speed. She has magical protections scaling up, and a slight bit of base protection increases. So overall, they're just making her a little bit tankier, which means she'll be a little bit better, which is always a good thing. Nemesis is getting maybe a buff. It's not really a buff, but it's not really a nerf. It's kind of just a thing. And it's not a fix. It's just they're increasing, or they're instead of it being a percentage of her existing power, it's her flat power stolen. So it should be good. Osiris also getting a little bit of a buff, giving him a little bit more tankiness so that he can do well in lane. And Uller is getting a buff. I will say it's a buff. If he stance switches, it removes disarm, because he is using a different weapon for glory, as the developers have made it so. So other than that, really all the other things, Apparently some bug fixes on Odin. Medusa fixes. Just a bunch of bug fixes, and then those few little actual changes. Let's go ahead and talk about what everyone cares about. The new god, Rata. So he is really, really cool. Let's talk about his passive first, because it's going to make more sense. So you start off with the Magic Acorn. Starts in your inventory, gives you 5 physical power. So starting off in the game, he's going to have 5 physical power more than anyone else. That's it. Unless you're Thor and you're standing next to me. But anyway, he's going to have 5 extra physical power. And then he can buy to upgrade this. He can either go blue or yellow. Blue gives you a slow on your number 2, and yellow gives you more damage on your number 2. So kind of a choice. Do you want some utility, or do you want some more power or more damage? Then you can upgrade the blue into either a sapphire, or an emerald. So sapphire gives you 50 physical power and 15 penetration. Pretty nice. But it also makes it so that your Acorn Blast, which is your 3, attaches to... It's a sticky grenade. You throw it and it sticks to someone, and then later it will explode after a few seconds. It does not stick to minions. It goes through them. Please note that this god is also an assassin, so that should be something you should know. If you chose Emerald, your Acorn Blast now heals you. Gives you the same power and pin. In fact, all of these give you the same amount of power. The difference is if you went with the yellow tree, you're going into cooldown. 25% cooldown. So, Topaz Acorn, which would be after you chose yellow, this will give you 25% cooldown reduction. And now your Dart, which is your first ability, you will stun an enemy that you strike twice. So it kind of gives you, some crowd control. Very, very nice. And if you chose Opal, which is white, by the way, your Dart now shoots off lightning bolts to nearby enemies while you're dashing. The lightning bolts do any in-hand procs. So if you have Keen Size or Executioner, you might, if you go for an in-hand build, you might dash past somebody and apply all of Executioner, and then you automatically start having pin on them. Stuff like that. So some interesting little things. I don't know if multiple ones can hit, so I don't know if, like Keen Size procs off of each one. That could be a little broken, maybe. But who knows? We'll see. So let's talk about the rest of his kit real quick. So that is his passive. You can buy this anywhere, by the way. You can upgrade anywhere for gold. And it also, you can't move or do anything while you're buying it. He, pulls the nut out of his sack. That sounds really bad. But anyway, so that's that. So let's talk about Dart. Dart is his first ability. He dashes forward, damaging all enemies along the way. If he strikes an enemy god he has not struck with Dart in the last 10 seconds, the cooldown is reset. So actually you get 2 dashes out of this. If you dash and hit someone and then you dash back through, you get 2 uses, and then it's on cooldown. But you can hit, multiple people, which is really cool. It gives him a lot of mobility on the battlefield, and a lot of repositioning that a lot of people may not get. Flurry of the Acorns. This is kind of cool. He shoots out 12 acorns around him, and then after a few seconds, they're all pulled to him. So he can shoot out acorns, dash through somebody, and then all the acorns will fly and hit them. It does low damage per acorn, but if you're able to hit them with the majority of them, it does turn out to be a lot of damage. And if you picked up the slowing acorn, you can do a pretty large AoE slow, which is kind of cool. Acorn Blast is his third ability. Now, note that Fury of the Acorns does damage when it goes out and when it comes in. So you can hit with up to 24 if they're positioned correctly, I think. Acorn Blast is kind of like a shotgun. At max range, you may only hit 1 or 2 of the shots, but at close range, for point blank range, you'll hit with all 4. And they just do damage. That's all. That's all. They just do damage. Yeah. And they're modified by your, if you didn't notice, Topaz and Opal change your number 1. Sapphire and Emerald change your number 3. And Blue and Yellow change your number 2. So the only thing that doesn't get modified at all is your ultimate. Note that also each acorn you choose changes his color slightly. So, you start off normal with magical, then you make a little blue tint or a yellow tint, and then you're like a dark, deep blue color, or green, or kind of a yellowish topaz color, or white. So kind of cool. His ultimate is Through the Cosmos. He jumps up into a tree, and then he can jump up to, is it 3 more times? 2 more times. And then on 1, 2, yeah. So you jump up on a branch, then you can jump 2 more branches, and then you dismount, and you cause damage wherever you land. This is a high scaling ability, by the way. In fact, the only ability... No, never mind. His Acorn Blast and this have his highest ones, and that's 60, and then this one has 100% scaling. So 570 plus 100%, plus kind of about like a Thor's distance, I would say, that you could choose, but you could choose to jump anywhere. So it's kind of cool like that. Yeah, that's it. This god is really cool. I have to say I might go a little nuts. Anyway, to really appreciate this, look at all the footage at the end. Get a look at what he is. I think that he's going to be fun, and hopefully he's not too broken. Other than that, we didn't get any real changes that matter. And because I don't have this saved, this is what the new Isis card looks like. So, yeah, pretty cool. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that you can decipher all this the way you want. Watch the stuff at the end and really appreciate the hard work that has been put into this god. But I'm going away to turn on my AC, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Ask me questions down below, and I will answer them as quick as possible. Have a great day, guys.
That's so hot. Did you see that? OMG. Totally awesome. Whatever. Rad game. Good luck or something. Shut up. No, really. Psych. Not cool. Get stoked. Take a chill pill.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You wish you were yoked like me. Gains, man, gains! So sorry. Nice set, bros. Keep trying. Check your mouth, little boy. Yeah, right. You're kidding me, man! Get it, get it? Ooh, oh. Yeah. I'd ask you if you lift, but bruh, I can see the answer just by looking at you.
I'm a professional. Ripper! Ice! Sorry. Good one. Have a go.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Be very
Your left
quiet.
tower is under attack.
No, you must be fibbing. Kicking the bucket. Have fun! I've got a bite quicker than the eye, I do. Shove a blowfly up your nose, mate.
Oh, yeah! Ha! I don't just fight, I live it, baby. Dynamite! Are we cool? Ain't nothing but a thing. Ha! Good luck. Pump your brakes, kid. You about to cross the line. Blast it, we lost! Rock out! Hope y'all like hamburger meat, because that's exactly what you'll be when I'm done with you.